Off air, we had a little bit of smoke.
We have no smoke, Joe.
All right, listen, let's get right to it. Coming off our Father's Day conversation, let's say his name together. Nick Cannon. All right, I didn't give y'all a lead.
Well, give us a countdown, maybe.
On three, we'll say his name is Nick Cannon.
Okay.
For ICE specifically, you have to join in.
No,
1, 2, 3. His name is Nick Cannon.
Okay.
Y'all laughing? Y'all can laugh. Let's get into it, though. I am in awe of this stuff that he is pulling off here, and not even because y'all called me misogynistic and toxic, which is not true.
So what you know about?
What has you in awe?
I can't get two women to get along. I can't get two women to be friends. I'm not trying to either, by the way. But
What's that they got to get along?
I can't get two women to embrace each other and the babies that I put in both of them if that happened.
You could.
You could.
No, you could not.
You could.
You could not do nothing
There's
like
things
that.
you have to do that you don't do.
Fam,
Exactly.
check this out.
That is exactly
Nick Cannon is expecting another child.
Number 7.
Child number 7.
Mm-hmm.
Can you pull up the name of all of these beautiful blessings?
The children?
Yes.
Okay.
And the women.
Okay.
All of it. See, Ice and I have very contrasting views when it comes to this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently when it comes to just spreading your seed across the earth.
Well, he snipped.
Ice. Yeah, that's why I don't really understand why I'm even having this talk with a guy that snipped.
Yeah, one and done.
You're done after one.
Yeah, I am.
You don't got
was a choice.
You don't got the cojones. you don't have what it takes to get some real skin in the game.
I chose that out.
This is
I chose
7
that.
kids. He could have been got his balls pierced.
Okay.
And let me stop saying I don't know the technical term. I'm just being funny.
It's not that.
Yeah.
I know.
It's definitely
I
not
know.
that.
I'm just being ignorant, you guys.
We know. We let it go.
But yeah,
Monroe, Moroccan.
Ice, you have to put yourself in the shoes of the guy that is doing this act. Is
I'm
what I
not
think.
putting myself in the shoes of the
Tell
guy.
the world your take first.
My take is this is tacky and ghetto.
Oh.
That's my take. Congratulations on the children, but this a bunch of women in a short amount of time, kids everywhere. This is tacky.
Let me ask you why you feel that way.
Because in order to raise children, because all I keep hearing is, yo, he got the money, he can afford it, which is great.
Don't
You
get
do.
to our counter act before we get to it.
No. I'm telling you my take. It takes more than money to raise children.
Indeed.
It takes time to be a father to a child. It is impossible. It is impossible to have 5 families scattered across and to actively be a father to those children. And while maintaining your mogul position to keep the funding coming in to provide for these children.
It sounds like a lot. I'm not going to hold you. I don't have any kids, so, you know. It sounds like a lot.
You know the biggest religion in the world?
Thanks, Ish.
Come on.
I'm asking you.
It's Islam.
What's the principle of Islam? With
I don't know.
Come on, no. Come on. You
Fam,
serve
you
us.
do
I need
know.
this.
First
There we
of all,
go. There
you
we
do
go.
know.
You got to piss Ish off to get him.
You do know.
That's right. Get him
What's
right.
the principle regarding marriage in Islam?
I don't know. I'm not Muslim. I don't know.
You do know a bunch of them. You from Newark.
What does that have to do with me?
You know a bunch of Muslims.
I
know
could
the
know
Muslims
Muslims and
in
not
Newark.
know what they feel about certain shit. You say it.
You
since
know
it. Smart man. What is
You
it?
do know in Islam that they are allowed to have multiple wives.
Correct.
I thought you said you ain't know.
I don't know the
Let's move
fundamental
on. Let's
shit. Yeah,
advance it.
Come on.
Let's advance
Come on.
In Islam, you are allowed to have more than one wife.
Mm-hmm.
You are allowed to have as many wives as you can financially take care of evenly. So, in the biggest religion in the world,
Where they live at?
They live all over the world. I know
Yeah,
niggas
what-
right
what
here in
the-
the United States that got
what the
multiple
hell
wives.
was that counter?
Come on.
So again, and they
Don't come on if he gonna wait. Don't come on if he gonna do that.
What are you talking about?
You said where they live.
I'm saying
He's about to go to where they live and saying that wouldn't be applicable here.
no. That's not what I was going to. I'm saying that where they live at in terms of this man that has multiple wives, don't they live in vicinity of him?
Oh,
That's what I'm going
In
to.
a community.
Oh,
Community, yes, that's what I was getting to.
I'm assuming so.
Okay,
I think
that's not this then.
I
So
think
I
it
don't want to hear
varies.
that.
I think it varies by person. Right, I think that would vary by person. However, on your point, Nick Cannon got enough money, nigga. If they lived all over the world, he could go there.
Not only does
If you got hold on, hold on, hold on.
He could be in a different city every night if he wanted.
This is
But
our
if you-
new Let's
when
Fight
you
About Something
have
segment.
all of these kids the same age. Let's just say
They're not all the same age.
They all going to be close enough to the same age.
What the fuck is you talking about?
This year's crop.
We got 4 this year.
This year's crop is going to be the same age.
The fuck is you talking about?
But
all right,
good.
so now you got 4 this year.
This year's
hold on, Ish. Excuse me. I'll let him get his laugh out first. 'Cause I want to hear your take.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
You got 4 this year. In 5 years when they're graduating from kindergarten, and it's all the same time. Where do you go?
Where do they
First
live?
grade. What the fuck is he talking about? What do you mean? What's that? What's that?
Where do they
kindergarten?
live? Where do they live?
They're all over.
You
They're
know that.
all over.
You know that to be certain.
They're all over.
What's all over me?
Nigga, they in the valley.
They in California, some
Right
fucking
in Sherman Oaks.
But that part don't matter. See, Ice is getting into shit.
I'm trying to rebut what he's saying because he's acting like one lives in Seattle, one lives in Maine, one lives in LA, and one lives in Florida.
But if they did,
They're
see, that's
all in
not even enough.
California.
They could live wherever they want. They could live wherever. Clearly, this is a plan.
Yes.
Like we're grown enough to be able to pull a few things from this. This is a plan.
Oh yeah, he's not recklessly
This is
doing
a plan
this
of attack. The condom ain't breaking this
No,
many
no,
times.
this is all predetermined 100%. I agree with that.
Okay, so now listen.
contradicting
For that
No,
to
I'm not
happen,
contradicting
wait,
myself.
let me just talk a little bit because
I'm
y'all
not.
didn't want to advance this shit. Listen, in that, I assume he is having this talk with multiple women.
Prior to. Yes.
I'm just gonna guess here. There may even be paperwork involved. Maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Most likely.
Probably.
No one of that standard.
Maybe.
I would
but
assume so.
the one thing I pull from the most, which is where I started, how it's tough to get 2 women to get along and embrace each other, especially when kids is involved from the same man or you're pregnant at the same time.
The female signed on.
When these women announce these pregnancies, smiles galore.
They are happy.
Nothing but teeth.
Yep.
There's not a bad, disparaging word or comment from any of her predecessors.
Indeed.
Let's talk about
From any of the other.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
They
Joe.
all say, "Hey, congratulations!
Hey, girl.
It be
Yeah,
welcome.
Yeah,
Can't wait
that's
to."
that's
So
why I was
that tells you
confused.
all you need
Yes,
to know
you have
about what
agreements
he's
with the
doing.
women.
But that's,
I'm not
but
saying
that's why
he
I'm
don't
confused
have
about
that.
why you say tacky and ghetto. Because to me, everything about what he's
exactly.
doing
But wait,
is not
there's
tacky or
nothing
ghetto.
tacky and ghetto that I've seen.
But this is where I don't like the double standard that exists in your argument only. Because if we flip this is when the women would come in and say, "There's too many ways to raise a child." No, when we come in and say, "Hey, you need to be there. We a man. We the dad. We need to be there." The women come in
And I
and say,
disagree with that argument when they say that shit.
Awesome,
but yes.
awesome. But they say it, and there's some merit to it. There is not one specific way to raise a child. So one of my main rules is I don't get into people parenting unless you are abusing a fucking child or you putting a child in harm's way. Because there's too many different ways to do it.
Indeed.
I'm minding my business. Hey, they crucified Adrian Peterson. I'm shutting up. That's your kid. I'm out of that. You was raised in the South. How y'all discipline? It's too much that goes into it. All I'm saying is he has an understanding with the people that he's doing this with, and that's all you could ask for when you're doing this.
All right, well, we'll see in a couple years. Because I still believe
What
that.
will we see?
There's a child that's gonna miss something, bro. Y'all can say all that shit you want. Not having your father there, bro.
You
That's
keep
it.
saying he's not going to be there.
It's impossible to be there for 5 families all over.
I don't think that's true.
Okay, all right.
Let me ask you a
Then
question.
we wanna agree to
I don't think
disagree.
that's true.
No,
We'll
let me ask you a
agree to
question.
disagree.
Let me ask you a question. Let's just say he had a career.
They just have 5 girls they split time with. Why couldn't they do
Nigga,
it with
it's-
5 families?
No, I'm gonna ask Ice.
Girls and kids is different.
It is
Joe.
different. It is
That shit is different.
It is. It is. Let me ask you this though. Let's just say he had 2 kids.
We were talking
Right?
about splitting time.
No, listen. Let's
Effort
say
is effort.
Not
no.
who you're splitting time.
Let's say he had
But go
2
ahead.
kids. Let's say he had 2 kids, but he had a really, really, really strenuous career, right? That mandated him being all over. He flew out a lot. He was in sales or some shit, and he had to be in a bunch of different places. What is the difference? Your argument would be the same. His time would be limited in one household, raising 2 children and the same wife with the same 2 kids, but his time would be pulled because he had to go make money for his family. Would you have the same
Now, to
argument?
amplify that times 5 is wild. That's all I'm saying,
you.
bro.
It might not be
to me.
times
To you.
5.
To me. To me, I only speak for me.
Because then let me get to the dormant. Then let me get to the dormant part.
I don't speak for nobody else.
Then let me get to the dormant part of this conversation that I hate to have to bring up here. But we all celebrated Chadwick for his just for how he lived out his life, even while he was transitioning, unbeknownst to anyone. Boy, it was graceful. What a class he put on.
Sure.
What if? Just what if? What if
that thought came?
What if? We don't have to say it.
Yeah. But
what if he knows more than we do, Nick?
I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
I never even looked at it from that angle.
I'm sure he does.
I did. I looked at it from that
I'm
angle.
just saying, because if it's me, and I'm not putting that on Nick, my brother, I love him. Knock on everything.
Yes.
Hopefully that
we
he's
don't-
in the best condition and health that he could possibly be in.
Absolutely.
But if it were me and I knew my time to be limited before anyone else,
And I had a plethora of resources to potentially pass along.
and I had a whole bunch of money,
Yeah.
and knew a whole bunch of women, and I felt like I trusted enough to
raise
listen.
a child.
I've had this talk with my female friends who wanted to try to have a baby some other ways.
I have to.
Right? You have. So I could see a world where that exists, and nobody would say, "Oh, you evil, it's ghetto, it's ratchet, it's classy." We got to be careful how we judging and who we judging. Who are we to judge?
No, I was gonna take it a step further, and this is no shot at anybody here because we all are in the same boat.
No, you shooting at me.
No, I'm not.
They shouldn't either.
No, it's us.
You shooting at somebody.
It's all of us.
Definitely. When they
Oh,
say,
all of us.
when niggas say
It's a
no
group-
shot,
it's a
no
group- it's a
disrespect,
group
all of
shot.
that, it's
Again,
coming.
we
Oh, you
all.
talking to me?
Yeah, for sure.
It's all to everybody here. We all are in the same boat. None of us are married, but we all have children.
Correct.
Right? And so a lot of people view that with the same contempt and judgment that you judging them with.
Yeah.
Okay. But you'll tell them what?
So what?
I'm asking you what you would
can't
tell
do
them.
that.
If somebody says that to me, so what? Nigga, this is my life. I don't give a fuck.
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm not saying this has to be. This is
Okay,
my
I think we
take.
wrapped that topic. I think
call
we
it
wrapped.
tacky.
I think that topic is wrapped up.
And somebody can say my shit is
did it.
tacky or your shit is tacky. They can say
Hey,
it.
Ice,
That's all.
Ice, do you think that the way Puff raised his kids is tacky?
I don't know how
Ghetto?
Puff raises his kids, to be honest with
Do
you.
you, when you look at it, do you feel like
It look fly.
because he missed out on
No, it look
maybe
fly.
one thing? As hard as he goes, and as hard
It
as you
look
know
fly.
Puff goes as an executive, but we see Puff private jetting to the fucking graduation for the kindergarten or vacationing with Chance to
He gonna just
all
keep
his
talking
kids.
away
He got
from the mic.
adopted kids.
Corey, are you gonna talk in the mic?
He got adopted kids and his own biological kids that he's
Correct.
taking care of. They run the gamut, and he got about 3 or 4 of them that's all in the same range.
Yo,
and
and-
he has had to navigate those things. So we've seen it done. I disagree with you saying that it's impossible.
When the Grizzlies had their playoff game going, Moneybag Yo's son's mom made an entire post. Boy, man, that's like Drake getting the thank you emoji when he sent the child support. She made a whole post appreciating him because I guess it was kid's birthday, and Moneybag Yo got 3 shows a day somewhere, and he took the time out to take a private jet to the game to pop up on his kid. He made it with the last 5 minutes of the game, meant everything to the kid, and then he took the jet back. Like, there's just different ways to go about spreading your time and
Especially
and
when you got
parenting,
ample
when
resources.
you can play different.
Yeah, when you got ample resources.
And Nick plays different.
That money provides you opportunities that other again, Kobe Bryant, dog, rest in peace, said, yo, he wanted to take his kids to school every day. LA traffic prevented him from doing that. The nigga bought a helicopter, man. Like, yo,
Yeah.
but you play different. You could play
I'm not
different.
saying you don't. I'm agreeing with you.
No,
you
we-
absolutely play different.
No, but we've wrapped this one up. No, you wrapped it up.
Whatever. Hey, I still stand where I stand with it.
I know, but you let Ish get you, man. Fuck Ish. Ish,
Hey,
I'm
listen,
gonna
it
get on the next
happens.
one. I'm gonna get you, Ish.
It's not even that serious, bro. We having
Yeah,
a
that's what I'm saying.
conversation.
It's
bro.
conversation.
Oh wait,
Okay.
we ain't Ice gonna get you on. Oh yeah, no, we got.
Oh, no, no,
we got him.
We got
but
one for
you
you.
gotta have a better showing. than-
Fam, it's not about me.
All right, so
first
come
of
on.
all.